when I was in my secondary school, there was this senior that asked me to send her back to class. So our dormitory is not very far to our school block. So when I do that, this senior usually comes to class late. So when she Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So in case you are new here, I'm Esther, and if this is not your first time watching my video, you are welcome. I'm grateful for your support. So as you can see from today's title, we are going to talk about a colleague and a manager bizarre situation. So I'll read the case and we'll go ahead from there. Looking forward to vent and maybe get some suggestions about what to do. I work in a very small coffee shop with very little business at the moment, so there may be no one or anyone to serve for an hour at times. This gives one particular coworker a lot of opportunities to chat with me. Usually, I am a chatty person, but his topics of conversations are bizarre. Every day, he will bring up how much he dislikes his girlfriend, bad-mouthing her, and he will ask me so many personal questions and political questions about my country that I just do not have the answer to. The second there is a moment of silence, he starts again. At first it was fine, but after a few weeks it's actually irritating. It's got to a point that I've asked to swap shifts and just giving my shifts away because I don't want to have to be forced into a 5-hour non-stop conversation with him. He's a manager, so the only person I could speak to about this is the owner. What should she do? Before I continue, kindly state what should she do in the comment section. So let's break this down. So she has an uncomfortable or a bizarre conversation with her co-worker stroke her manager. He badmouths his girlfriends, asks her personal questions she has no answer to, and she doesn't know what to do. So I have had some experience in this situation in the sense that when I was in my secondary school, there was this senior that asked me to send her back to class. So our dormitory is not very far to our school block. So when I do that, this senior usually comes to class late. So when she's coming, she has no bag, so you don't know that she's late for lectures or for class. It came to a time I felt so uncomfortable with it. I don't know exactly what made me feel uncomfortable, but I just didn't feel comfortable with it. So one time she gave me her bag and I was like, oh, I hope this will be the last time I'm taking your bag. So she was taking her bag. She was surprised because I was actually a quiet person. I still am. Yes, I don't like to talk a lot. So she was taken aback. She was like, yes, this will be the last time. And I felt relieved. Like I felt like a burden has been lifted off my shoulder, you see. And that is what I believe this lady should do. If you are not comfortable with a situation, you should confront the person who is involved with the situation. You know, you venting to us, how are we going to help you? You see, so if you are not comfortable, speak to the person. Oh, this is what makes me uncomfortable about this situation. Can you change it up? I am not comfortable with you asking me these personal questions or even bad mouthing your girlfriend to me. I am not interested. You see, so if this person, so I also read the comments, and they were like, is this person an Australian? I don't know how Australians are, but most of them were like, Australians are people who are open, they ask questions, they don't even know it's personal. So I saw that sometimes it's maybe cultural. The person doesn't even know that what they are doing is wrong or is uncomfortable. So you have to address the person and be like, oh, I am not comfortable with what is going on. So let's stop or let's have a pause. You see, if the person, after you have told this person this and the person is still continuing, I believe it's time for you to set boundaries. You see, I mean, if the person is talking, asking you personal questions, maybe you have to stand up, change the position, sit somewhere else, put earpiece in your ear, like do something to show that I am setting boundaries and I mean what I say, that I am not comfortable with the conversations we are having, you see. So that is what I have for this lady. In this life, we shouldn't be afraid to set boundaries. You get it? So this is what I have for this lady. You have to communicate this issue with the manager and stroke co-worker, that I'm not comfortable with this. If he continues, you set boundaries. If he continues, then I think the ideal situation is to report him to the owner, because you are just not comfortable with what is going on. Yeah, so this is what I believe she should do. What do you think she should do? Kindly state it under this comment, and kindly like, subscribe to this YouTube channel. Don't forget, people who are amazing help others to be amazing.